Cornette reacts. FTR's collision with Atlantis Senior and Junior sparks drama. The sun was barely up in Norfolk, Virginia, on the morning of AEW Collision, but the wrestling world was already buzzing with anticipation. The Scope Arena was set to host a match that had fans and pundits alike on edge. FTR, the rough-and-tumble tag team of Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, against the iconic CMLL duo of Atlantis Senior and Atlantis Junior. This wasn't just a match. It was a clash of worlds, a battle of styles, and a powder keg of egos ready to explode. And no one was more eager to dissect every second of it than Jim Cornette, the legendary commentator whose podcast had already been hyping the encounter for weeks. The drama had been brewing long before the bell rang. It started a month earlier at a press conference where FTR, known for their hard-hitting, no-frills approach, didn't mince words. "We're the best tag team in the world," Dax declared, his voice dripping with confidence. "These lookadors can flip all they want, but in that ring, we're going to grind their masks into the mat." Cash, smirking beside him, added, "Atlantis Senior might be a legend, but legends fall. And Junior? He's just a kid playing dress-up." The comments lit a fire under the CMLL camp. Atlantis Senior, a 40-year veteran whose name is synonymous with Lucha Libre, took it personally. In a rare interview, he responded in Spanish, his tone calm but razor-sharp. "FTR disrespects our culture. In the ring, they'll learn what it means to face the Atlantis legacy." His son, Atlantis Jr., was less restrained, tweeting, "FTR talks tough, but they've never felt the heart of Mexico. We'll make them regret it." Backstage at Collision, the tension was palpable. Wrestlers and crew whispered about heated exchanges during rehearsals. FTR had reportedly scoffed at the idea of choreographing spots with the lookadors, insisting they call in the ring, like true brawlers. Atlantis Senior, ever professional, kept his cool, but Junior was seen pacing, muttering about proving himself. The AEW roster was split. Some backed FTR's gritty style. Others admired the Atlantic's flair. Even Tony Khan, AEW's president, was overheard saying, "This could steal the show or start a riot." As showtime approached, the arena filled with a diverse crowd. AEW diehards in FTR shirts, CMLL fans waving Mexican flags, and curious newcomers drawn by the hype. The lights dimmed and the ring announcer's voice boomed. "This is a tag team grudge match." The crowd erupted as Atlantis Senior and Junior made their entrance, their vibrant masks gleaming under the spotlights. Senior's iconic blue and white design was a nod to his storied career, while Junior's sleeker version screamed next-generation ambition. Their entrance music, a pulsing mariachi-infused anthem, had the CMLL fans chanting Atlantis. FTR followed, striding out to a gritty rock riff, their faces all business. Dax cracked his knuckles. Cash spat on the floor. The stage was set. The bell rang at 8:47 p.m., and the match exploded into action. Atlantis Jr. charged at Dax, launching a lightning-fast springboard arm drag that sent the bigger man tumbling. The crowd roared, but Dax popped up unfazed and floored Jr. with a shoulder block that sounded like a gunshot. Across the ring, Atlantis Sr. and Cash locked up, the veteran using his agility to slip out and land a crisp enziguri. Cornette, watching on a live feed from his Kentucky studio, was already ranting into his mic. "This is what I'm talking about. FTR's here to wrestle, not do cartwheels, but these masked fellas are quick as hell." The first 10 minutes were a chess match of styles. FTR leaned into their strength, isolating Atlantis Jr. with punishing double-team moves. A standout moment came when Cash whipped Jr. into the ropes, and Dax caught him with a spinebuster that shook the ring. The crowd winced as Jr. clutched his back, but FTR didn't let up, targeting him with stomps and suplexes. Cornette cackled. That's how you ground a high flyer, make him eat canvas. But the Atlantis duo had other plans. Senior tagged in, dodging a charging Cash and hitting a breathtaking Top Con gyro to the outside, crashing into both FTR members. The arena exploded, and Junior followed with suicide dive, his body a blur as he connected with Dax. Even Cornette couldn't deny it. "I hate all this flippy nonsense, but damn, that was picture perfect." The middle of the match saw tempers flare. FTR, frustrated by the luchador's resilience, started bending the rules. Dax distracted the ref while Cash low-blowed Atlantis Sr., drawing boos from the crowd. Junior retaliated with a drop kick that sent Cash through the ropes, but the damage was done. Senior was limping. The crowd chanted Lucha, Lucha, to rally their heroes, and Senior responded, climbing the turnbuckle for a moonsault that took out both FTR members on the floor. Cornette, torn between admiration and annoyance, shouted, "This old man's got no business flying like that, but I'll be damned if it ain't working." The drama peaked in the final stretch. With the match nearing the 20-minute mark, FTR went for their finisher, the Big Rig, on Atlantis Jr., but Jr. countered, slipping out and tagging Senior, who stormed like a man possessed. The Atlantics hit a tandem sequence. Jr. S. Hurricane Rana into Senior S. La Magistral Cradle for a heart-stopping near fall. Then came the controversy. Dax, desperate, pulled brass knuckles from his tights, aiming for Senior's head. The crowd screamed as Junior dove in, knocking the weapon away. In the chaos, Senior rolled up Cash, but the ref missed a foot on the ropes. FTR thought they'd escaped, but Junior sealed the deal with a frog splash, followed by Senior S. Atlantita backbreaker. The ref counted 3, and the arena erupted at 9:12 p.m. Atlantis Senior and Junior stood victorious, masks shining, arms raised. FTR, furious, kicked the ropes and stormed out, Dax hurling a water bottle into the crowd. Cornette's podcast reaction was instant. FTR got out-wrestled tonight. They let their egos get away, thinking they could bully a legend like Atlantis Sr. and his kid. That brass-knuckle stunt? Sloppy. But I'll give credit, those luchadors brought it. Fans on X were divided, with hashtag FTR trending alongside hashtag AtlantisVive. Some called it a robbery, others a masterclass. Post-match, the drama escalated. Atlantis Jr. grabbed a mic, his voice shaking with adrenaline. FTR, you disrespected us. Come to Mexico, to Arena Mexico, and face us on our turf. The crowd chanted CMLL as Senior nodded solemnly. Hours later, FTR responded on X. You want us in Mexico? Fine. We're coming to rip those masks off and burn your legacy down. Cornette, previewing his next episode, promised a full breakdown. This feud's gonna explode in Mexico. FTR's pissed, the Atlantics are fired up, and I'm booking my damn flight to see it. As the night ended, the wrestling world was alight with speculation. Would FTR adapt to the Lucha Libre environment? Could Atlantis Sr. and Jr. defend their home turf? One thing was certain. This collision had sparked a fire that would burn all the way to Arena Mexico, and Jim Cornette would be there, mic in hand, to call every shot.